If you are a wedding venue owner who's looking to run paid ads, essentially Facebook ads in the future, or have had bad experience in the past with them, then this might be the best video you will watch in 2026. A lot of venue owners are not aware of the fact that there's a tool exists out there that lets you study your competitors' ad, see which ones are working, which ones are not, and then on the basis of that data you can have an understanding on what works when it comes to Facebook ads, what doesn't, and how should you do it. So in this video we will be diving into that tool. It's called Facebook Ads Library. This is not some extension, crazy AI stuff or software. This is a tool provided by Facebook itself, so you know the data is accurate. So I will be diving into it, and let's start with the video. Now, with Facebook, you can just simply type on Google Facebook ad library and it will take you to this link. And from here, while searching for ads, you have to go to ad category, search all ads from here, and then type in the name of the venue, which could be a competitor. So in this scenario, I have already looked up for a venue, which is the Hamilton Manor in New Jersey. I have worked with this venue before. I have actually worked with over 50 plus venue simultaneously while working for marketing agencies in US or working with them personally. And this happens to be one of the venues that I've worked with through a marketing agency. And here for this venue, you can see that they're already running in total 5 ads. And you can also see another thing that for one of the ads, it gives us this warning sign, which is low impression count, which means this is not that well of a high performing ad. And you can see the creative is almost the same. So we can say the same thing about this one. But for these 3 ads, there is no low impression count warning. What does it mean? It means that these ads are actually performing well. Now let's break down and see what is the difference between these 3 ads and these 2 ads. So here for these 3 ads, as you can see that multiple images are being used as a collage, and they are putting it in basically a good design. And here these 2 ads actually using just a single image. So what does this tell me as a wedding venue? It means that if you're using multiple images in one image, basically as a collage, then that is supposed to be performing better. And it makes sense. If you just upload one image, people are not really getting that much of an idea of your venue. What do you do? How the venue is overall, and all that kind of stuff. And what do you even offer? But with multiple images, people are able to make an image in their head what your venue would look like, what the experience of their wedding would look like. And also, there is one important thing that I see a lot of venue owners making a mistake when they just start running Facebook ad, is that they don't have a clear CTA. CTA basically means a call to action. As you can see in these all 5 of these ads, it says download the wedding pricing guide. Download the wedding pricing guide. What and what a lot of the other venues do, they have a CTA of a free tour. Now, a free tour in exchange of contact information is a big commitment. They are giving you their contact information. They are also giving you a time to come. So it's a give and give relation. It's not a give or take relation. But when it comes to downloading pricing guide, that changes everything. Now here they're giving you their contact information, and in return they will get to know whether this venue is in their budget or not. And that is one of the things. I see a lot of venues being afraid of using the pricing guide, thinking, oh, it might scare the inquiry or the couple away. But if the couple cannot afford your venue in the first place, it's not really a good inquiry, in the first place. So make sure that you're using, if you need good results, make sure you use the CTA of downloading the pricing guide. Make sure the pricing guide is sent after they give you their contact information, and then of course then you can follow up with them. Even if you want to give them a discount, let's say your menu is outside of their budget, but you are willing to negotiate a bit, you can still negotiate because you have their contact information. So do that, and you can also implement these same things on your website as well. Instead of having the pricing guide right on the website with everything there, try to use a contact form or a pricing guide form with just basic information like full name, email, phone number. Get that information and in return send them the pricing guide. This is going to increase your opt-ins big by a big number, I would say. Because first, they will come to your website, they will look at the pricing guide, they will bookmark your website or they will save it in their notes and then never reach back to you. That's how it usually goes. But if they are prompted to give their information in return of the pricing guide, they will happily do it. This is not something I'm making up. Rather, this is something that comes from an experience of working with over 50 wedding venues in US simultaneously, either through marketing agencies or working with them privately. So this is how you can do Facebook ads. I will be showing you how you can add follow-ups to this, what follow-up works, how many times should you send the pricing guide, and how many times should you follow up, and also showing you some of the other examples that you can use for Google ads as well. When it comes to Facebook ads, it is also good for another reason, which is that it lets you do very specific targeting. On Facebook, you have the option of selecting the couples who recently got engaged, who got engaged in the last 6 months and a year, and then you can target them. Couples who got engaged but they're not married yet, and it all happened in the last 6 to 12 months, you can do all of that targeting and then reach out to them. Facebook ads work very well if you're doing specific targeting instead of if you're doing a generic targeting, which would include Quincera, which would include private parties, corporate parties, holidays, birthdays, anniversary, all that stuff. You cannot really put all of that in one ad. So that's why Facebook ads work the best with specific targeting, especially with recently engaged couples. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In the next videos, I will be touching up on topics like how many follow-ups should you use, what is the right follow-up to use as well, and also other things like Google Ads and some other things that you can use to increase your conversion and get more tours and bookings. Thank you.